Adi Shankaracharya explains the nature of the true self, Atma, as Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means existence, the all-penetrating existence that is unchanging, omnipresent, and eternal. It exists over all timelines, past, present, and future, and is the unmanifested aspect of the universe. A boy once asked his father, "Where did this mango tree come from?" The father asked the son to pluck a mango from the tree and to cut it. He then asked his son, "What is there?" The son showed the mango husk. The father said, "Cut that too. What is there now?" "Oh, the seed," replied the boy. "Cut that further," instructed the father. And the dissections continued till the boy finally said, "Now there is nothing." The father, with a smile on his face, said, "My son, this mango tree came from this nothingness. Everything that has a form and that can be sensed has evolved out of this unmanifested. It is so subtle that it is beyond all perceptions. It can only be seen when it takes a form. The universe is the cause and we are the effect. The cause manifests itself as the effect. Satya has always existed and can never become non-existent. It is neither born nor does it die. It does not cease to exist even after the physical form is destroyed. Satya is none other than Atma, your true self, and anything existing outside of the self is an illusory existence. This implies that the self alone exists, or only I am exists. All else that we see is a dream that ceases to exist as soon as you wake up. Thus comes the realization that I am, therefore the world is, that I am Brahman. The whole universe, being the effects of the real Brahman, is in reality nothing other than Brahman. I am Sat and Jagat is Mithya. Next is Chit, pure consciousness, the infinite manifesting power of the universe. Chit, your consciousness, is the awareness in you, out of which everything evolves, that we call energy or force. It is your consciousness manifesting as motion and actions of the body, as thought force. You are none other than your true nature, your real identity. I know that I am. This knowing ability of your consciousness is effortless and spontaneous. We don't do anything outside of our awareness. It is always in your awareness that you perceive, you think, you know. So consciousness is fundamental. It is this pure consciousness, the light of lights, which illumines all and gives the ability to the sense organs to be conscious of sense objects. It is this consciousness which gives the ability to the mind to know your thoughts. Consciousness alone knows. The sense organs and your mind are not capable of knowing by themselves. Their knowing is a borrowed ability. Also, your consciousness is eternal. It does not have a beginning nor an end. However, like a perennial river, which is eternal, but the water flowing in the river changes constantly. Similarly, your body appears to be eternal, say for 70-75 years, but your body cells keep changing every few years. The body of the toddler has become that of a teenager, an adult, and now an old person. The consciousness remains the same. The fact that I remember my childhood, my adolescence, and adulthood days proves that the experiencer, the knower of this body, is the same, although many years have passed and the body has changed. Consciousness remains unchanged, allowing changes to happen around it. Your consciousness is a silent observer who witnesses the ups and downs of your life, but remains unaffected by the movements of the outside world. Your consciousness remains a non-doer. It does not do anything. But when your consciousness, the non-doer, is identified with the body, mind and intellect. It appears to be the doer, giving birth to Jiva, and faces the wheel of reincarnation, which is the cause of man's repeated births and deaths. The moment you identify with your pure consciousness, instead of identifying with your body, mind and intellect, Jiva is gone. Only the formless Brahman remains. Ananda means bliss, which is beyond the pleasures and pains of the external world. When you experience the supreme energy in this creation Sat and become one with the aspect of pure consciousness Chit, you enter into a state of divine bliss and eternal happiness, Ananda. An impure mind, however, continues its knowing of this world, whereas a pure mind is content in knowing itself. This knowing of the self continues, culminating in knowing the self as Sat and Chit, and this union results in the experience of Ananda, infinite bliss, free from all kinds of desires, doubts and fears, like coming home to your own self, the true source of happiness. This is the primordial characteristic of the universe, which is the greatest and most profound state of ecstasy that you can ever experience when you relate with your higher consciousness, Sat Chit Ananda. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also leave a comment sharing your thoughts.